Really, the most important thing about buying an investment property, a rental property, is what your long-term goals are. If you want cash flow or if you want long-term investment.
In our case, we kind of tend to invest and hold the property because we just feel that even in a down market, the house is still going to be of a good value for our children or our estate anyway in the long run.
So for me, the investment property is to create cash flow for me. So right now I have 2 investment properties. One of them I own, and then the other I co-own with my sister.
One of the common misconceptions is that owning rental property is a business that kind of runs itself and all you have to do is collect the rent. Well, it doesn't really work that way.
An investor has to be very prudent in doing their homework to know what the risk factors are.
Make sure that you can afford your mortgage, and don't forget the maintenance costs. You want a good location, you want a safe neighborhood, you want people to want to live in your neighborhood.
In owning multiple properties, you constantly have to think about a financial roadmap. Am I going to hold this property for this long? Is the value going to be there? Or will I be better off just selling the property and basically just not having to worry about the overhead of doing that?
And also, a really critical question is who's going to manage the property.
I would consider just hiring somebody to manage the property because it's a lot of work. Because they call you and then you have to be responsive because you don't want to be one of those bad landlords.
We had a rental property in Utah. It was hard to manage because of the distance, but it was a good investment, and then we were able to sell it in a not so good economy. But we got something out of it, and we learned some lessons in which we use towards our current rental properties.
You want to be successful, you want to be able to afford the payment, you don't want to be running into financial issues, and our goal is to help you avoid any financial issues.
In the long run, we're actually going to own the property. The renters are paying a big chunk of the mortgage. We're only just making a small investment to pay the taxes and offset the ownership. So those are the advantages.